So I just had to get, the ball rolling because this guy right here, he went on, he did a whole series about how upset he was last season, coming to this season, saying that he might be a little bit happier, played 2 games and said, you know what? I'm out. I don't even want to do it no more. So we got a Davante tailor-made request. And he comes out and says, well, I don't know if he said it verbatim, but this is what the sources say, and this is what the reports say, that the Pro Bowl receiver Davante Adams has informed the Raiders that he preferred to be traded. I was wondering why he wasn't playing the game before that, and I was wondering why the coach out here liking stuff, saying that he may get traded. Now, once he came to him, the Raiders started calling teams, trying to gauge the interest, trying to see what they can get for him. But everybody knows he's disgruntled, so I don't know what you're gauging. Because they're like, well, he don't want to be there. So what you looking for?
They say second round.
He don't want to be there. So what you looking for? Now the question is, who would trade for Adams? Joe, there's several teams out there that's been linked to this guy. One team ramped up in like the last 45 minutes. I don't know what's going on.
You saw that?
Yeah. One team ramped up in the last 45 minutes, but there's a lot of wide receivers. Well, I'm gonna say maybe 2 names that's been circling the trade blocks: Davante Adams, Amari Cooper. This might muddy the waters a little bit, but who do you think gonna trade for Davante Adams?
So I got a list of that's a lot of teams I got. I have a list of 12 teams. 12 teams that could possibly interested in Davante Adams, right? How many you got on your list?
3, 6.
All right. If you don't mind,
we might have the same
list, or you go through yours. I got a longer list. Let me go through.
You go through your list, and then I'll let you know if they on mine.
All right. So I'm going to give you the people. I think it's a absolutely no.
That's easy.
The Chiefs, number 1.
For Adams?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Chiefs so Adams, I don't think he has guaranteed money, right? No more. I think all his guaranteed money is gone after this year. He has 2 more years left in his contract, 35 mil. I think he still has guaranteed money. I'm tripping. He has, I don't know how is that separated within the rest of his contract. But he's making 35.6 next year, 35.6 2026. Now the Chiefs next year cap space, they're 25th. The Chiefs are not about to put a bunch of bread into a receiver no more. So let's get to. I'm going to erase the Chiefs. The Buffalo Bills. They just got rid of Stephon Diggs. The Buffalo Bills had the 27th most cap space next year. The Buffalo Bills are trying to dig out of a hole they created. They are not about to put more money into the hole to get Davante Adams. I don't think they would do that. So I'm going to take the Bills out. Because the Bills, I feel like next year they want to put more of their money and their capital into the defensive side of the ball. The Cowboys.
That should have been the first thing you said no to. That's just the easy no.
Obviously, y'all could use them like crazy. But knowing Jerry Jones, we know Tom. I'm going to say the Cowboys for you. I'm going to keep them on right here. I'm going to say them for you. I know you guys.
I had all my yeses. I ain't even worried about them. As soon as I seen his name, I was like, why would I even try?
The 49ers. Their name popped up. I don't think the 49ers would be a good one. They just paid Brandon Ayuk. They got Debo on the contract. They just signed Trent Williams. They just signed C-Mac. And guess what's going next year? Brock Purdy. So, no, they are not going to sign them. Sorry, Javon, you my boy. I root for the Steelers. The Steelers are not going to get Davante Adams. Now, if I'm Davante Adams, do I want to go to the Steelers? Probably not. If I'm the Steelers, do I want to get Davante Adams? Yes. But the Steelers aren't a pass-heavy team. Now, lately, Tomo, they have been passing the ball a lot more. You know what? The Steelers probably could work. I'm going to leave the Steelers right there for right now. They could probably work. All right. And the rest of these teams, they could possibly get him. Now, so I got 8 teams up here.
I got excited. Look.
The New Orleans Saints. All right.
That's one of my yeses. Go ahead.
Okay. Derek Carr is linked to John. And you can, and as I go through the team, you can add your 2 cents if you want to. Derek Carr is linked to Davante Adams. They got a new offensive coordinator who Davante Adams come there, he will flourish there. The only thing about them to me, they have the least amount of money next year. So that's the only thing I'm worried about with them.
I think with the Saints, it depends on who they give up. But one of my takeaways was Derek Carr. He was a little bit happier once he got to the Raiders. Granted, the Raiders was a little disarray, but that was one of his selling points on why he went there.
When the
Like you
come together.
said, that one and the offensive coordinator, and just watching the way that he's been passing the ball around and how he can scheme up a good game for, imagine him, Alvin Kamara, and Rashid.
And Olave.
That kind of alluded to who they might have to give up. So
No, they
they
can't give up
they might
Olave.
have to give up something to make that happen. Now, if you in a win now moment, I mean, Olave is nice. You are looking for the future, but I think you can win with that big three. Well,
They
big
look at,
four because Rashid can take the top off the defense too.
you know what I should have did? I should have done. I should have looked at everybody's draft picks. They're looking for a second rounder for next year.
I
So
think they, I
yeah,
think they're in that ballpark. But going off of what his contract look like, I see his base salary for this year is 3.5, then it's 6, and then if it blows up to 16, and of course, outside of that, I see the 35.6, 35.6. I think they can restructure some things depending upon what team he goes to. So if he does go to the Saints, they may have to give up something. If I'm the Saints, I'm giving up that second round. I might give up a third or a fourth in Olave because again, he is the future.
yeah, he
But
can't get that.
again,
Yeah.
it's do you want to win?
I don't think the Raiders want to receive in return though.
What they want? Chase Young? Oh, we give y'all Chase Young. Go ahead.
He's young. Oh, he's trying to say he.
There you go. Go ahead. We give you Chase Young in the
I
second
do.
round.
I do think they want probably a defensive player, and or they just want capital. They probably just want capital for Davante Adams.
Okay.
You know, because my other team up here, because you never could count them out, Tomo, the Eagles. I put them up there. Cause you just never know. But I don't think it's gonna happen. But you can't put nothing past the Eagles, man. They always trying to swindle a trade and find somebody. Just because of who their GM is, I had them up here. But I'm going to eliminate them because I don't think they'll get them.
I don't know who they give up for him.
That's the thing. Yeah, they how we be finessing, bro. I don't know how. But
Yeah,
but
but
they, but it's not just about players. It's about capital. Are they
that's what I'm
willing to
saying.
give
I
up
don't.
capital?
What they gonna give up for him? I mean, I know
That's
they're
true.
not the best at drafting receivers like that, but again, I that's been a now. See now, let me. I'm trying to see how I can say it without getting killed, but I'm gonna get killed either way I say it. How we make that move? That right there shows us that one, your coach is really on the hot seat because now you're bringing
Yes, sir.
another weapon to add to a team that everybody says has one of the best running backs in the league right now. So now you
Mm.
potentially have three, arguably, now let's say three top 15 wide receivers on the same team and the number one running back. Everybody can't get the ball. So this right here lets me know that this is your definition of going all in. And if that team still isn't successful, that means you got to clean house at that point.
Yeah, dog. I don't think. I
That's
don't
too
think they're
much.
gonna. I don't think they're gonna get him though. I only put him up there because who how he is.
Yeah, I can see how we're doing a 3-team trade, probably trying to finesse his way in the conversation like that and getting
Because
somebody else.
if they do that, Thomas panic. They panicking. They do that. That's all I gotta say. That's three different receivers Jalen Hurts got to worry about now. He already having issues not getting the ball to AJ Brown.
Well,
But
AJ got to get on the field.
now the rest of these teams, I feel like they all qualify. I like. I think realistically, okay, all right. Whoa, no. One of these teams I'm going to eliminate also. Baltimore.
Why is
Now,
that?
you really think Baltimore is going to trade for Davante Adams based on Baltimore's history? We always ask them to go get a receiver at the trade deadline, and they never do so. They just signed Derrick Henry, and they found a mojo running the ball these last couple of games. So, do I really think they would go out and get a $35 million receiver? I don't know. Now, do we think they should? That'd be
Yes.
great for Lamar. But knowing the Baltimore Ravens remind me of who was the league before them?
The
Uh,
Eagles.
it remind me of y'all when it comes to we clearly need a running back. Go get Derrick Henry. We clearly need a receiver. Go get a receiver. No, we're gonna get Odell. Like, you know
That's
what I
what
mean?
they
Like,
do. Though.
we're gonna get Zeke Elliott. That's the Ravens, dog. Like, go get a receiver. So I'm going to leave. I don't think they're gonna get on. Now, these are I'm gonna just name all the 5 teams, and then you can take over from here, and then I'll go after you. Steelers, right?
1,
The Commanders,
2.
the Lions.
Oh, I
I
didn't have
know
them. I didn't
the
have
Lions
them.
they
Okay.
got bread, Tomo. They got third most cap space next year too. And the Lions been talked about. Obviously the Jets. I think the Jets number 1 on the list. And this is my surprise one, Tomo. The Rams. I think the Rams. Yeah.
Hey, Matt Stafford, he retiring after this year, right?
I don't think so.
I think so.
He said he was.
I'm trying to make sure I remember. I hear seeing. I think I heard that somewhere.
Don't forget, Davante got 2 more years left. So 2 more years, he really got one. If somebody really want him next year, so like if they trade for him next year, he'll play on that contract, whatever. And then the last year of the contract, somebody can trade for him and sign him. Kind of like what the Eagles did with AJ Brown.
Okay, okay.
Because he'd be on the last year of his contract, or he could just play the 2 years out with the Rams. But with Sean McVay, woo-wee!
The 1 year, yeah. Then once Coop come back, then the cool, yeah. Now that's that.
That'd be nasty.
I mean, that's technically. I mean, outside if Saquon wasn't on the Eagles, it's technically the same Eagle-esque type of weapons. You
But they
got
got
3
Jalen.
great.
I ain't trying to kill this boy, but they got Jalen Hurts and they got Matthew Stafford. There's 2 different quarterbacks.
I ain't comparing the quarterbacks. I'm just talking about weapons. I'll let
The
you
Rams
fight that fight.
They went and got Odell when they were already straight. They were already had they had a nice little squad, and they went and got Odell back on.
See, the Rams going to get Odell. It's kind of like a team trading for Amari Cooper at this point. It's like he still got something left in him, and he's upset. He's disgruntled in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Like Davante Adams, he still got some years left.
He does,
and he got a huge contract. Now, why I bring up Amari Cooper is because recently he restructured his deal, so now he only making like 600K as far as cap hit. Like that's his cap hit. Like that's how cheap it is to go get Amari Cooper. So that's why it's going to be kind of a whirlwind to see who really wants to go get Davante Adams. Because technically, you can go get Amari Cooper way cheaper, and he's going to give you somewhat. It's not going to be the same production, but he's going to give you some production to add to what you already have.
And he don't make a lot of noise either.
Quietly, he's a quiet assassin. I'll tell you that.
By experience.
I'll tell you that he's a quiet assassin, but it's basically based upon how many games is he going to play. Like I told Tay when we traded for him, you might get a solid 7 games and like, oh, bro, that's Amari Cooper, and then the rest you can be like, bro, what you doing? Like you ain't want to show up today. So now him being a second, imagine him being a number 2 receiver on somebody else's team. That's really the loophole with this whole Davante Adams situation, and that's why I see the Jets. I think the Jets GM right now, and I'll name my teams. I had the Saints.
He will do anything Aaron Rodgers want him to do. Go ahead.
See, that's the thing though. But I got Saints, Steelers, Commanders, Jets, Chiefs, Ravens, and the 49ers. Like I threw the 49ers on at the last minute because I didn't really think about them. But then I also had to like go back as you were talking about Debo. He has been in a lot of talks of him being one of the trade pieces. So imagine if you give and Brandon Ayuk for Davante Adams. Was it Brandon Ayuk for Davante Adams? Or was it Brandon Ayuk?
They probably can't trade Brandon Ayuk no more. Because
no, I'm talking about before he signed. I was trying to think of all the trade deals they had going on. I think Davante Adams is something.
That was a talk.
It came up.
Adams. That was a talk.
So now you put both of them on the team. You still got Kyle Shanahan offense. We don't know what CMC is going to be after what the injuries are. So he might not be the workload back that you got. So now you got to split carries. So now you got 2 route runners with Purdy and Kyle Shanahan's offense where he like, look, once he do the 1-2, balls out, he going to be there. So that 49ers thing, you can probably throw it out there and Debo going to the Raiders. That just match the attitude. I don't see them doing it, but I'm just throwing it out there.
It's contract. He getting a lot on the back end. $35 million. Well, how much did he get?
Who?
How much CD getting again per year?
CD?
Yeah,
I
like
think like
33.
33.
Davante Adams due for 35 million next year. 35 million 2026.
I
Because he only
see
got
what
paid.
you're saying.
That's a lot of money, bro. Because he only got paid like 16. Like the first, like this year, he getting paid like 16, something like that.
I think they found ways to work it out. But the one that's, of course, now back to the Jets, right? Speaking about the Jets, if I'm the GM, it's 50-50. I know you saying about Aaron Rodgers, but I'm looking like your play don't make me want to go get nobody to add to this team. Like, because we need an offensive line for real. Like,
Yeah,
did you
but I
watch
say I
that
think Aaron,
Broncos game?
yeah, facts. I think
Like,
Aaron Bernard is a line. You're right.
like they need a line. He like, man, I can make something happen with what we got, but I can't get the ball off. So now he gonna come here and this is gonna be like, it's nice, but I can't get you the ball. Like, so
Facts.
that's where it's gonna get wicked. Now the team, I don't want it to happen. And the last time I said something about y'all getting somebody, he signed like literally the next day. But the team that got the promise right now, y'all got the money, you got the young quarterback, and this is the moment where you go sign a receiver with this amount of money because you already got the cap space. It's like I ain't got to pay my quarterback for what, another 4 or 5 years. So we can build this team around him. The offensive line is finding its footing. Cliff Kingsbury, this whole Dan Quinn and Cliff is giving me like the whole Falcons moment where you had the offensive coordinator and the defensive. Like I don't want to see it happening, but it's starting to form itself that way. Hopefully, it's a mud house. It looks good, but if it rains too much, y'all gonna sink. But you go get him, pair him up with Terry McLaurin, JD, and your running game. That's it right there. And Adam Peters is the guy to make the call. Like normally, that's another reason why I put y'all above the Jets. I really put y'all at the top of the list because Adam Peters could actually make something like this happen. I think y'all almost had IU. So
and he wants to leave, so we can give him at a cheap price.
that's
And
what I'm
look,
saying. I can see y'all getting Amari Cooper too.
Cause the 49ers looking for a first round pick. Like what? I'm tripping. But listen, notification came in. Take Adams to the Washington Commanders. They are a team who will check in on the price to trade for Adams.
I'm telling you.
Woo! At the autumn comments, man, he said, "We'll take you though. We'll take
I
you."
told you it was the city.
Yeah,
He's
he's my
like, ain't nothing to
landlord.
do around there. Like, bro, there's nothing to do when you at a hotel and you there for 24 hours. Like, no, you got to go to DC to turn up.
But that'd be crazy. We get Davante Adams, bro.
What's the meme? Cut the
For
show.
like a third round pick.
Cut the show. Cut the show. I'm out, bro. I'm out.
Hey, we could take that third round pick the Eagles gave us to get Davante.
Now you flip Dotson for Davante. That's Kev. You gotta cut the show too, man. You with me? You gotta cut the show.
Ski man Adam.
Yeah, but I really got y'all at the top of the list just because of that said reason. Any team with a young quarterback right now who's showing promise, I think that's the team you need to be worried about.
And he talked about, man, we wanted Jaden. Remember that? He said we wanted Jaden. We hoping Jaden.
I was cool till he showed up.
Yes, sir, Mark. Adam Peters, you never know. Hey, Adam Peters, man, he gonna challenge Howie. He gonna challenge I think so far he outdoing Howie for this first year.
I don't know, Joe. That's a little tough. He wouldn't have got AJ Brown.
Yeah, okay, and look how it's working out for him.
They went to the Super Bowl the very next year.
They did.
Like, I'm just saying, Joe. Like he might be on the tail end. Like you want year 3 Howie. Like this Howie this year is like this the Howie we've been waiting for. He making his GM moves ain't looking too good.
Even last year, remember the trade deadline? They went and got that safety. Oh,
and they stole Shaq Leonard from us too. Yeah,
and he not even playing.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, the Eagles is just they gonna be the Eagles. They gonna find a way to get somebody, but I'm really like I don't want to keep saying it, but yeah, y'all at the top of the list. And if the Jets want to do it, the reason why I think the Jets is 50-50 on trading right now is because they still got to deal with disgruntled homeboy. And they can't put him in a package, Hassan Reddick. Because the team, because whoever trades for Hassan has to have a contract at this point.
They might sign Hassan. Hassan going to the Raiders? Oh my God. You know what, Tomo?
Kev said it first though. I'm gonna
throw it out. Shout out to Kev.
Yeah.
That might work.
They gonna have to have the contract though.
They will sign Hassan Reddick. He'll be perfect with the Raiders. Oh my gosh, him and Max Crosby.
That's exactly what Kev said. So yeah, nah. That's the best way. If you the Jets, it's the only way you get them off your books and you get Davante. But other than that,
Dang, that might just happen, Tomo.
I don't know. Adam might make the move, Joe.
I hope he does.
I
I
hope
hope
he
he
don't.
does. I'm cool with whatever though. I'm not desperate for Devontae. I would love to get him, but I'm cool where we at right now. But we gotta give up a third round. That's it. Get him. Get him. But no first round is coming out. No.
Yeah.
But his contract heavy. But we got that. We get that bread, boy.
You know how it is.
Mm,
That's why I brought up Amari Cooper at 600K. Jerry, I mean, this the move. That's a Jerry move. Like 600.
Yeah, we ain't got Zeke. Yeah, bring the band back together, man.
I ain't mad at it.
So well, but Amari,
call DeMarcus Wood too.
Nah, Marcus Wood don't mess with y'all. I don't think he mess with the Broncos more than y'all.
I bet they got him a ring.
Come on. All right, this is Rise Up.